Look, Wack 100 has been deputized by the LAPD. Come on, fam. He say shout out to the ops. He say he's been manipulating, slick, and conniving for a minute, but this is how he was able to get away with it. He took his worn out wallet with the police badge in it out just to show the ops that this is how he's been manipulating the system. Bro got the same badge 600 got. He's officially deputized. And by the look of the wallet, he's telling you, fam, it's always been that way, bro. These people have been playing on your top for years, fam. I can't even say shout out to him. That's how Wack 100 be knowing all that shit and all that information. That's why his info be checking out. Shout out Willie D. Shout out Willie D. But Wack 100 know some things about you too, brother. You know what I mean? This shit that's pretty fucking devastating if you ask me. Drop it in the comments. Wack 100 is a certified all of the above, bro. Yeah, all of the above. Snitch, bitch, whatever you want to put with that. Yeah, he's deputized, just like 600. This shit is crazy. Big U was deputized too, allegedly. Drop it in the comments, fam. Drop it in the comments. Scars on the playground. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. The show will be back in full effect. Stay tuned, bro. All type of shit going on behind the scenes, brother. All type of shit. I gotta piece this shit together. Yeah, it's just me. I'm independent. Anybody wanna do some business? Get at me. scarsfromtheplayground@gmail.com. Look, 607 throwing shots at 4 Extra. Look, he say he got him fucked up. Yeah, he got him fucked up. He's been texting and texting and hasn't got a response yet, but he want that fade. He say 4 Extra is hiding behind the gang, Vernon Ave. He's hiding behind Vernon. He say this ain't about 607 versus Vernon. This is about 607 versus 4 Extra. He say the man uses fear to win his battles. Ain't really got nothing on these like talking about, fam. He say he wants a fade. He's gonna play with his name and drag him until he get that fight. Look, 607 don't look like much, but the way he chipped King Yella too, fam, I'm thinking he got more than you niggas give him credit for. Shout out 607 4 Extra, wherever you are. He don't want no celebrity boxing match. He wants some fist-to-fist combat. That shit that you be talking about, fam. Now you must show yourself. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Shout out 607 fam. Charleston White throwing shots at YSL Woody. I think they dropped the YSL and they just called him a little Woody now. But look, he throwing shots. He said, I told him. Now he's headed back to Rice Street. Yeah, he got some charges pending. Charleston White say thank you, Gwinnett County and Fulton County, like he had something to do with it. He say play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Bro, all these people are deputized. Charleston White told you who he was when he came out. He ain't gotta just keep repeating it. He's working with law enforcement. I do believe, I'm obliged to believe, Charleston White had a lot to do with that. Yeah, had a lot to do with that. Like he said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Now, YSL Woody, Lil Woody, been discombobulating the last couple weeks, and maybe he knew it was coming. He was trying to get his money up. Drop it in the comments, man. Charleston White, you a bad motherfucker, fam. You's a bad motherfucker. You better leave him alone. Yeah. Anybody out there with beef with old Charleston White, better leave it alone. If you're really doing anything incriminating, he'd find a way to get you. Drop it in the comments. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real, fam. Young Thug requests a feature from NBA YoungBoy. He said, YB, hit my phone, man. Hey, somebody tell Top to call me. Hey, ask him something. I gotta ask you something. Call my phone, Top. He want that feature, bro. Blind eyes could see what's going on behind the scenes. He want that feature. At one point, he loved him. Yeah, they loved each other. They can find their way back to that. Maybe it wasn't no real shit going on between them, but he want that feature. Thug know what to do to try to get his name popping again. Know what he do. Me, I think the torch done left him, But once you have acquired that fire, you can always get it back. But you gotta stop trying to impress people and just get into your own bag. All the features are confusing. Why? Ken Carson, everybody killing him, you know, and killing him on his own records, bro. It ain't supposed to be like that. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, man. But YB gonna give him what he's seeking. Yeah, YB is gonna give him what he's seeking. He's gonna have to pay that bag, you know what I mean? Because this is a business. But yeah, that verse coming. And you probably already got it in the bag. You got it. Drop it in the comments, man. Shout out YSL with it. My bad. Shout out Young Thug. You know what I mean? My bad, Thug. I wouldn't even. It's just y'all connected, fam. So it's hard not to. Man, shout out them guys, man. Shout out to NBA YB, because he's back. Chance the Rapper released Trees with Lil Wayne and Smino. Man, this record is fire. Yeah, fire. Chance the Rapper, I don't know where you've been, but please keep dropping. That man say, my mama used to keep a little bit of dro incense in the window while she folding our clothes. Wait, that motherfucker hard. Drop it in the comments if you've heard it. 200K views on YouTube in 24 hours, man. This shit is amazing. Wayne verse is sick. Wayne say, don't ask me to pass the purpose, not in this church. Real sick, bro. Shout out Chance the Rapper. I kind of forgot about him. I forgot about him because he wasn't just releasing like that, but this is one of the dopest weed songs I have heard in a minute. It's called Tree, fam. If you've heard it, drop it in the comments. Scars from the Playground, fam. Salute that guy. Yeah, salute Chance the Rapper, salute Wayne. And Smino, too. Smino shit was straight, you know what I mean? But wasn't nothing like the way Chance the Rapper started that bitch. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth. So help me God. Diddy federal bond request denied. Yeah, denied. The man was offering $1 million and strict travel conditions to go ahead and get out on them charges. Look, they convicted the man of 2 charges: providing transportation to engage in prostitution. Look, bro, that's some low-level shit. The low-level shit, the man only looking at 3 to 5 years. The man is looking at 3 to 5 years with time served, maybe even a little house arrest. He'd be out by next week sometime. You know, yeah, he's gonna have to miss that 4th of July party. He was already selling pre-sale tickets. Wasn't gonna be a freak off. It was just gonna be a welcome home party. This is why Kanye West released the album with King Kong's. Finally Free, Welcome Home, whatever the shit was called. It was bullshit, lackluster. I ain't listened to it. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, Diddy coming home soon. And a lot of people scared now. A lot of people shivering in their motherfucking boots. Even 50 Cent is calling this man the gay John Gotti. You know what I mean? Yeah. That sums him up pretty nicely. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the Playground. DJ Vlad throwing shots at Cassie Ventura. Look, he say she guilty of the same charges as Diddy. He say he interviewed not 1, not 2, but 3 of them escorts. Interviewed 3 of them escorts, and they all said the same thing about old innocent victimized Cassie Ventura. They say she hired him, enjoyed the experiences, and paid him. Wasn't he? And look, she wanted them freak offs. Look, a lot of people looking at Cassie like she was the victim. Look, the man beat the hell out of her 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago, fam. She slept on it for quite some time. One has to understand Cassie wanted to be there. She was infected with all type of STDs. He could have easily got him a clean gob. She wanted to be there. She didn't want to leave. Now Diddy want 20 million of that 30 back. Want 20 million of that 30 back because they supposed to be sharing them charges. I do believe with DJ Vlad on this one. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the Playground. Look, Raekwon releasing The Emperor's New Clothes. New album, fam. Releasing July 18th through Mass Appeal. Shout out Nas, because like I told people, bro, he's bringing everybody back. Everybody back. All the legacy acts. This is dope, man. Shout out Raekwon. He got Ghostface Killer. Guest verses from Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Inspector Deck and even Nas himself is rapping on this. Plus a whole lot of features that some of y'all may not know, like West Side Gun and a few others. This whole is gonna be dope, bro. A lot of people say the Ghostface Killer album that was supposed to be released through Mass Appeal ain't came out yet. Wait for it. Probably some technical difficulties. But Nas know what he doing over there, man. Shout out Raekwon. The Wu is back. You know what I mean? Real shit. Everybody that know me know I've been a Wu-Tang supporter. I can't say fan. I can't say the word. But I've been a Wu-Tang supporter, bro. From the start. Even though I was a baby when they came out. Love them. You know what I mean? This is dope to me. Shout out everybody. Raekwon, Ghostface, Inspector Deck, Method Man, Bike. You know what I mean? Shout out Nas for getting on that bitch. I would have liked to see Dave East a part of some of this in some type of form or fashion. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the playground. Look, Kendrick Lamar throwing shots at Drake. Drake recently revealed surgically constructed abs. Paid by $13,000 for him. Cause he wanted to go the easy way out. Didn't want to hit the gym. Well, K-Dot was talking about this in Euphoria. He said a long time ago, bro. He say, let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you got them abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Look, bro, the man was speaking facts on that shit, bro. It was, unfortunately, a lot of that shit was mixed in with all type of propaganda and false facts that we didn't know what the fuck Kendrick was talking about. I didn't know what he was talking about when he was talking about the abs. Tell him where you got the abs from. You got to explain this type of shit before you just put it out. Like, you got to explain what you're talking about, fam. It would have hit a lot harder. Look, Drake actually did get certain. And I gotta tell y'all, I don't really agree with that, but for each his own, fam. For each his fucking own. Drop it in the comments, man. Shout out Kendrick, shout out Drake. I'm just being honest, just being real. Both of them guys are doing big things, fam. Big things. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the playground. Look, 6ix9ine facing time for federal drug charges. He's headed to court July 23rd for violating the terms of his supervised release. He has pled guilty to unlawful possession of MDMA and cocaine. And all, congratulating him for doing that. They're gonna drop two of the other charges. This is a grade C violation, but still carries weight under federal guidelines. Look, bro, they ain't fucking with him. Yeah, they ain't fucking with him. If they can get some time out of him, they is, bro. You got to do right or you gonna do wrong. Point blank, period, fam. It ain't no way to just shake that, bro. You done already snitched on the game and managed to get free. Now you fucked that up. All the assault shit going around the world still causing fucking damage. Daniel Hernandez, you hella fucking stupid. You're smart now, but you fucking stupid, fam. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, man. Drop it in the comments. This is mind fucking blowing to me. Scars on the playground. Eminem throwing shots at Kanye West. This is on Jid new EP. Yeah, Jid released a 4-track EP, The Prelux. One of the songs features Eminem Animal Part 1. Eminem rap with all these magazines. I act out like Kanye and his cousin. Yeah, he say he act out like Kanye and his cousin with all these magazines. He's not talking about gay magazines. Let's clear that up before they even run with that and take it somewhere it don't need to be. He's talking about magazines, you know, mags. You know, this is a whole different type of conversation. But yeah, Kanye West admitted in his song's Cousins, you know, Dave Blunt wrote that for him, but he admitted that he was sucking off his cousin Lil Stevie and you know, acting out all the things that they were seeing in gay magazines. Allegedly, he wasn't inspired by the magazines his daddy had, but his mama had them gay ones. Why would his mama have two dude, man? All this shit is just weird. Kanye West could be lying, just trying to get some support. Who knows? But one thing he said that's for sure is he's a cocksucker. You know what I mean? I'm obliged to believe that. You can't fake that one. You can't fake that one. But Stevie say none of that Kanye West was even saying even happened. So we don't know what's true and what's not. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments. Look, 50 Cent throwing shots at Sean Diddy Combs. He say the man is the gay John Gotti. Yeah, he say Diddy beat the Rico. He a bad man. He like the gay John Gotti. Look, despite everything they say Diddy potentially has done throughout his span on this earth, he was only charged with providing transportation to engage in prostitution, fam. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Diddy is a bad man. You know, bad man. And a lot of people that was talking shit about Diddy, including 50, got something to worry about. Diddy is petty, fam. Diddy is petty. He wants to win. That's what it is when you get the spirit of a winner. You want to win at everything. Do you really think he's gonna let all the betrayal, the talk, and the chatter behind the scenes, you think he gonna let that up? He's gonna spend a lot of his money to beat this shit, and they're gonna pay him for keeping that secret. So he gonna be right back to where he left. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the play. Diddy facing 50 months in prison, and that's only because they saying the 2 convictions should run consecutively. 50 months, 3 to 5 years maximum. But look here, bro. They say he wasn't even making money from these crimes. Diddy gonna be home soon. He's already been planning a party. Unfortunately, the July 4th party for the 4th of July today ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. The man tried to give him $1 million, strict travel conditions, all that. They wasn't fucking with it, fam. They wanted him to stay in there to the end of this thing. But I'm telling y'all right now, with 3 years, that's gonna be time served and a little house arrest. Maybe even like a strict little probation or something like that. But it ain't gonna be what people think, man. It ain't. They didn't even show anything but that he was queer. You know what I mean? In 2025, bro, we don't judge nigga for being queer. That's personal choices. Just to be honest, whatever you do in that bedroom, that's you, fam. That is you. I was married, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was married. I don't gotta worry about what people doing. Like, bro, whatever that shit was, that's you. Nigga don't even talk to a nigga like that after hours, you know what I mean? But you got to do business with these people, you know what I mean? You got to do business with them, bro, but you got to separate your personal life from your business life, you know what I mean? Don't make it personal. You make it personal, you'll see another side. You'll see another side, and Diddy at the end have you on his your knees, forcibly face fucking you. I'm just being honest, I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the playground. Druski sexual assault lawsuit dismissed. Everybody talk about you when you get the charges, but nobody talk about you when you are vindicated of what you was accused of. Man, shout out Druski, because I believed it, bro. He was allegedly sued for engaging in gang rape in 2018 with Diddy and Odell Beckham Jr. Now, we know they both two weirdos, you know what I mean? So I was obliged to believe it, but the judge dismissed it. She said Drew was virtually certain not even in California. He was in Georgia. He provided bank statements, phone records. He wasn't even on at the time, wasn't even around there, fam. I got to tell this man, I'm sorry, because I thought he had baby oiled up and and flew across the bed and all type of shit, you know what I mean? It's because you want to believe that everybody is a weirdo. It doesn't mean it's actually true, bro, but it's entertaining. That's all it is, fam. Sorry, Druski. Shout out to that man. And congratulations, you've been vindicated. But don't let it happen again if it happened. I'm not saying it did. If it happened, don't let that shit happen again, fam. Get you a woman. Don't have to pay for her. It don't have to be like that other shit. That love don't cost a thing shit, no mas. Get you a woman, bro, and you can do what you do in that bedroom with her. Marry her too. Marry her just so the secrets kind of stay in the bedroom. But don't be with all the shit, bro. Yeah, don't be with all the shit. The baby all pools and shit. Shit is just not. It's not gonna lead anywhere. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Look, Flav requests to ban firearms in America. He say, bro, he's scared to drop his kids at school right now because even schools ain't safe. This is part of a new record March Madness, where he put a guest feature on it where he's talking about it. He want guns banned all across the United States. Why? He said they're falling into the wrong hands of the wrong people. He's very right, but that ban on firearms is not gonna fucking happen. Never gonna fucking happen. Why? If you take it from the people, the government are still gonna have them. If we can't fight back when it's time, I'm just being honest, I'm just being real, we're all gonna get slaughtered, Sam fam. So you gotta understand what you're asking for. If you're asking for stricter laws, say that. But to say to ban the firearms, nigga, you got life fucked up. Just being honest, just being real. And my heart go out to everybody, but if you that scared, you gotta know the gun ain't the only thing that could take you out in this world. It's like Final Destination, fam. Every time you walk out of your house, you have to be ready for the unimaginable. Because anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments. Shout out Flav from Flav. Because he's trying. But you got to think it out, fam. You got to think it out and ask for logical things. Because that's just not logical or possible. The people ain't fucking with that. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments. Shout out Juice WRLD, fam. Drop that in the comments. Juice WRLD, fam. Scars from the playground. Look, Master P throwing shots at Mia X. Look, Mia X say she dropped out of that Essence performance. Why? For the lack of compensation, misinformation, and lack of communication. Plus, she said he was disrespectful, him and the whole team. Yeah, he say, how was he disrespectful? He offered to pay her more than she's ever made at a show in her life, and she turned it down. She threw out that number. He didn't throw it out. Look, bro, he say, even Jesus' disciples went at him, so he didn't expect nothing different. He's done with her. Completely fucking done with her, and good riddance. He's gonna continue to do big things. Look, Master P, he helped a lot of people. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Despite Kodak Black saying Master P wanted to charge him just for information, he has helped a lot of people in the hip-hop world. I got to give him that. I got to give it to him. But now I don't know about it. I can't vouch for everybody. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Shout out Mia X. Shout out P too, but I got to say shout out Mia X. You know what I mean? Because she's always been a real one. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments, fam. Scars from the playground. Look, I see a lot of comments. I read a lot of shit. A lot of people say a lot of things. Look, bro, you ain't supposed to understand the shit that you ain't supposed to understand. It's just not, you're not capable of understanding things just yet. But you will. You will. Stay tuned. Everything will be explained when it's time to get explained. Right now, I got a greater cause and a bigger purpose. I'm gonna say that again. Right now, I have a greater cause and a bigger purpose, but at some point, I will respond to all you hating ass motherfuckers. Yeah, at some point, y'all gonna get y'all time. Right now, this ain't your time. Yeah, this ain't your time right now. It is my time to shine. Scars from the playground. Like, we ain't stopping, we popping. Thank you everybody for liking the show. Subscribe, like, share, run, tell that, like Martin used to say, you know what I mean? Tell everybody to subscribe. Why? As we rise, the real will rise too. Yeah, this is all about freedom of speech. I could say what I want and not have to be worried about a motherfucking team, because I'm not one of them guys. Yeah, I'm not one of them guys. I'm not a small fry. 6'4", hung like a motherfucking beast. You know what I mean? I hate to put that in there, you know what I mean? But I had to say it, you know what I mean? 6'4", bro, with big gonads. I can't be stopped. I can't be stopped easy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't. I done wrestle rocks and battle bricks, you know what I mean? You can't fuck with me. I'm just being honest, I'm just being real. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. Like, share, subscribe. The show must go on. If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.